Okay, we're at the lunch halt on the Isle of Man, the Three Legs of Man rally, and we've been rallying since about 9 o'clock this morning. It's now 2 p.m. In honesty, I'm not having a very good day out. I'm just not really there. I managed to send Gareth down an incorrect into a field, and we then got stuck in the field as well. So I lost a load of time there, and just not on the money today for some reason. But what else has happened? Blocks and Neil in the escort have blown a head gasket, so they're hoping to get another one. Constant Bush in the Amazon here has been struggling a bit with brake issues, and I think he must have skipped some sections, I think, to get here before us. So he's having a bit of a struggle there. Okay, we're at the final lunch halt here. There's just, is it 3 tests remaining and 1 regularity? So we're heading towards the end of the last leg of this event. Let's have a look what just happened, because I've just dropped a control. So I haven't had a brilliant outing this weekend. I've made we've wrong slotted a couple of times on confusing junctions, so it's quite understandable that we did, but nonetheless I should be experienced enough to not fall prey to those. But now I've just dropped a control in the last previous regularity. Here you go, let me just show you quickly. Do you see that white there? So this was all roads. We had to turn right at this junction, and we had to turn right at this junction here. So therefore, to do that, you come down this road, down here, round the back up the top. But it was all roads, not coloured roads only, and I missed that white there. I went round the bottom and back up. So that's a control dropped, which is really galling. You just can't drop a control. That's just too expensive. So, but nonetheless, it's been quite fun. The last regularity looks quite fun, actually. He's got some natty little tricks, if I can see what we've got here now. So we start off up in the lay-by up here, and we're just, as a matter of interest, we're just sort of northwest of Douglas now. We come up to this, and this is a very famous junction, this one here, but nothing trick about this. It's just shortest way round. Back down here, down, then we drop left across the gill, back up, take that white there, back down, miss that bit, but take this white here into town. Then nothing really interesting happens here. You've got to finish the event from, what's that? That's northeast, isn't it? So we've got to finish down that yellow there, but it's actually down this white here. Why is it down this white here? Can't remember. It's because of the number of green dots. That's it. You've got to get enough green dots along here, this section, so that puts us down to this last final white. Okay, so what about yesterday then? The night section was superb. Very foggy, rainy, misty, cold. Gareth didn't enjoy it, particularly that fog. He could have done without. Sadly, by the way, just over there is a Triumph that the right-hand rear brake just exploded, which is kind of what we had on the Rally of the Tests. But I've told him what our solution is to his problem there. That's where his adjuster is pulled out from the back plate, which is a known weakness in the Amazon as well. So he's out. Last night, so I managed to get a junction wrong. Is that down here? This might actually almost be visible. No, it's not. No. So we spent 5 minutes trying to work out which slot we should be taking there in the dark. And then bizarrely, Regularity 1 did exactly the same junction in the daylight and made exactly the same mistake in the opposite direction. So feel really stupid about that. So we maxed out on a minute there as well. And what else is going on? Well, let me just take you for a walk round the paddock, shall I? So yeah, Sweet Crew's still working on the Triumph, just getting it good enough in to take home. The Hillman, the Saab, which was just lying one place behind us, but after me dropping a control, should be ahead of us now. Brace of lovely minis. One of the GTIs out there, Ed's V12. Jane's Alfa Romeo with Kevin Savage, another GTI. Angus's very well conducted BMW, running on a standard diff actually today. Nicky and Daryl Staniforth are doing really well in the Datsun. Noel Kelly's not out on the event. He's got some heart trouble, and so the Johnsons are out together doing extremely well. They're up at the top of the leaderboard. Dan, of course, once again leading the rally. At least he was earlier. Paul's somewhat weather-beaten Amazon. He's up at the top end. He was lying second, I think, earlier. Rod and Claire's Escort. And another P18 there for us. This is an injected P18, which the Dizzy came loose yesterday, so he had a bit of a late start, but I don't think he lost anything, but then solved that problem. So yeah, that's a very tidy car. Phil Wood's P1800 sadly retired last night with a tree firmly attached to the front end of it at the end of the last forestry section. So he was like minutes from the finish of last night, and he managed to find a tree, which is somewhat sad. But I think we've got a front panel that he might well want. Well, there you go. That's it for the minute. And look, our superb Sweet Crews working hard. Right, talk to you later.